Welcome back, guys. Today is the first how-to series and it's going to be basic tree falling. I'm not going to go in too much detail, it's just New Zealand's code of practice way to drop a tree. So I'll quickly just show you the gear. We've got our hydration, water, snacks, the drone there, gas, got our wedge belt, hammer, wedges, tools, our chaps, our boots. So yeah, let's get into it. Other countries have, man, I get so many comments on how we cut our trees down in New Zealand. Just about the different ways of... Come on, girl! Different ways of scarfing. Whoa, oh yeah! Might as well have a bit of a rest here. Different ways of... yeah. Different ways people can scarf and back cut it low and do this and don't wing cut it, and everyone's got their methods and that's sweet, but all I'm going to do is just show New Zealand style how we do it. So I'm not saying this is the best way in the world, I'm just saying this is the way we got taught, and if you take anything out of it then ka pai. So that's about what we want most of our stumps to look like in production falling. And get up to a standard like that, the assessors would be pretty happy, I'd say. So the first thing we're looking for is our side lean. So I'm standing in front of the tree at the moment, and there's a little bit of a side lean going to my right. So I'm going to, when I do my back cut, I'm going to finish on this side of the tree, finish on the safe side of the tree. So I've established, the first thing I've established is where's the safest place to be standing when the tree actually goes, so before I make any cuts. So that's that. Now if I stand side on where I'm going to be making my first cut, I'm looking at the lean now, forward lean or leaning back. It's got a really nice lean forward, so I'm pretty happy with that. I can finish on this side of the tree, it's got a nice lean that way. My escape route's going to be 45 angle away from my tree, I'm not going to go directly behind. I mean, in this case there's no interlocked branches, there's nothing holding on to the tree, but it's safer to go 45, so I'm going to go away that way. Right, next thing is our limbs here, our limbs around the tree. First thing I'm going to do is clear around my tree, clear my escape route. That's the first thing I'm going to do. Make my work area tidy, where I'm going to go tidy. That's before I cut the tree in any way. So I'm going to cut these branches anti-clockwise, and reason being that's got to do with if you get kicked back on a branch, if you go clockwise your bar is coming straight at your face, but if you go anti-clockwise it's going to miss, it's going to go this way on the other side of your shoulder, so you'll see what that looks like. So I'm going to do that now. Once I've done that, we'll talk about our scarf, how we're going to scarf, direction, and then we'll go from there. Cleared around our tree, our escape route's all clear, no leaners, everything's good. The next step now is to actually cut the tree down, so we're going to start with our scarf, and the way we do it in New Zealand is we do our top cut first on a 45-degree angle, then we do our bottom cut to meet up. I know overseas they Humboldt scarf I think it's called, and they do it the opposite, But I'll try and give some reasons why we do it this way. I suppose it's just the way we got taught, so yeah. So I'm going to come in first. We want the scarf to be about 1/3 of the tree diameter. So we want the scarf to come down here and be about 1/3. Then our bottom cut. And then we'll move on to wing cuts and what they are. And then back cut, and then the tree will fall. So that's our scarf, about 1/3 of the tree. Both cuts meet up nice and even. One reason I like the scarf is when you do your bottom cut, you're actually looking down, the line you've cut on the top. You're looking through your cut and you can actually see when your bar comes through. That's one reason why I quite like this way of scarfing. You can see when your bar comes through, so you know not to go too far. Because the biggest thing is you don't want any overcuts. You want that to meet up perfectly. So when you establish your holding wood, you haven't cut into it. You haven't cut into your holding wood. So you don't want it to affect when the tree goes. You want your holding wood to do its job. You want it to be even. So as you would have seen, we've done our wing cuts. People ask me all the time, why do you wing cut a tree? When the tree goes over, these wing cuts actually stop the side of the tree here from tearing. So when we put a cut in here, when the tree falls over, these wing cuts stop the sides from tearing up. It just makes it a lot easier for the tree to go as well, because it doesn't have the sides holding on. A scarf is your direction. I didn't actually say that, but I want all the trees to go down. So my scarf faces on the direction I want it to go. Obviously, if I wanted to go that way, I would have scarfed it that way. So there's my direction. Wing cuts. Now let's move on to the back cut. The questions I always get is people say, why do you put your back cut higher than your scarf? So I'll give you the reason why we do that, or one of the reasons. When the tree falls, if you don't have a step in your back cut, see this is level down here, my back cut's going to be up here. So there's going to be a step. And the reason is when the tree falls and all that pressure, all that weight is down onto the stump, that step stops the stump from popping backwards towards where you might be standing back here. So it actually gives it a step to almost lever onto, so it can't come back. It's got to go forward because it can't jump over your step, if that makes sense. So actually I'll show you this stump here. So this here is higher. The step here is higher. So when all that pressure goes forward, it's all the pressure's hard against the step. The tree can't come backwards. It's got to go forward. So your holding wood is holding it with the direction, your scarf is your direction, your holding wood's holding it in place. So it's going to go that way, and your step is stopping the butt from coming back at you. So that's the reason why we put the step in. Guys, there's the first of many tree falling ones I'm going to do. Man, I could talk all day about tree falling techniques, advanced techniques, body position, you know, how to get your direction better. I could just talk all day. So I'm going to keep the video short. That is just going to be the very first, god damn it radio, it's going to be the very first fully basic tree falling one. We'll start right at the bottom, and as the how-to series goes on, I'm going to do all aspects of logging. So just write a comment what you want to see. I know people want to see log lengths, log making, you know, stacking, you know, me explaining more about my job, and this is the only real way I can do it, is if I just make little videos. When I'm recording during the day, I just record what's naturally happening. I'm not thinking too much about, oh, this person wants to see this and they want to see that. I'm just showing what's in front of me. So in order to get through the questions and, you know, show everyone what they want to see, I'm just going to do these little videos. So yeah, I hope that covered a few questions about the falling. But as we go on, leave a comment and I'll just keep adding it in. I'm going to do at least one a week. If I get enough people asking for shit, I'll do 2 a week, because it's not going to take me long to edit it and things like that. Have a good one, guys. See you on the next one. Hit that like button, team. Like and subscribe for more vids. Thank you.